Dishonor. Right.
The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to get us underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, running back gets to give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to compete.
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grab behind the line. It's James. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Got a man, it's Alexander. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Complete in the middle. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They go to the ground. He breaks the tackle.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Scarlet Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the 1st on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Scarlet Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here's a heat. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Scarlet Knights had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Quick strike through the air for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're going to run it to the right. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looking for a man, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Pulls it in. It's Moore. After 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Fagnano. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Alexander. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Swings it out to the flat. Runs through a tackle. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Scarlet Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on third down from their own 20. Leaves it with the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Scarlet Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. On the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Defense playing a bail technique. Here's the handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Makes the grab. It's Moore. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They take the lead with the 6.
And how about the big athlete, the ability to catch the football and then also do damage after the catch? You see so many athletic tight ends nowadays with physicality and the ability to make you miss. He breaks a tackle and goes a long way for the big touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield is Castellanos. The quick out. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Offense scoops it up and still going. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a... Scarlet Knights will put total leather and we'll get started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The running back and leave it with him. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's James. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Sends it back in motion. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that...
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Crosses the 35. Oh, what a move to get open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Puts it out of the air. Touchdown. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this third and very long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Fires to the big fella. across the 45. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Maurice. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. The sure hands. It's Boston. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. And it is a good idea to gain tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. This time he's got his man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in.
Lets it fly. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Lewis wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Trying to run it in. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A 1st and 10 for this offense.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Nevada! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. How about being completely oblivious to the rush, standing in, delivering the football, and taking the big hit?
And everybody's going, yeah, I'm sure that's easy. Well, you do it with all those big boys breathing down your neck with bad intentions. They want to rip your head off, but you're just going to hang in there. You know, I'm going to stay calm, deliver the pass. Great job, great effort.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. So here comes the Michigan offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. 1-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Lewis to throw. Rushes on him. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here's the return from inside the 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Haynes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down.
Oh, he's got some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Fagnano. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it as it is. They're down by 1. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The DBs will back off a bit. And back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still one. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. At the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll try the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Nevada going quickly. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Nevada. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll line up to go for two. He's looking to throw. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On the run, still looking.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and
it's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Got the quick pass. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Nevada going quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to take a shot. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nevada. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Running to daylight from inside his 25. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Pulls it in, it's Haynes.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. There's a reason Wilson, they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on second and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. It's 4th and 15, but the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. It's Fagnano. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw it. This time it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
They'll stop him just outside the 30 and the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. On fourth down, looking to pass. That's reeled in. It's Alexander. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Bolitnikov Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those plays.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Haynes. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. That's caught. It's Haynes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
A strike downfield.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Nevada! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking to pass. It's Fagnano. Finds a man on the right. Got room to work. Drills him with the stiff arm. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the two-point conversion to tie.
Man, what a great job by this offense. And listen, we'll break that down later, but it's go time now. It's two-point conversion time. You got to go to your script. You got these written down in a section. Two-point plays. You didn't know it was going to be this crucial, but late in the ball game, this will decide the game.
He's got it. The two is good, and we have ourselves a tie game. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let him get behind him, and they knock the football to the ground.
They'll go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. All right, right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. And the Wolverines will have it first in overtime. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Fagnano. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan! They jump on top here in OT.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Aggressive decision here to go for 2 and try to really put some heat on. He'll set up to throw. Did not get it. Might have gotten a little greedy there in overtime, and the lead is only 6.
Nevada, 56.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. going right to work up top. A shot toward the end zone and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And you can tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Lewis wants to pass. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Knotted the game up, and now an extra point wins it. The extra point for the win.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up, I will go get it, I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him. The first play, you give up a play to him. That DC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the air.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. Gets it out quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's out of the 37. Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The run from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Finds his man. It's Harris. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The RPO fired complete to the left. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
That's caught. It's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Gets it out fast. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Rivers. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Got a man. It's Smith. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's McCovey. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Throwing right. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On target to the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The short hands, it's Moore. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Fagnano. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. To the air, it's Fagnano. Finds his man, it's Rivers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when he drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds a tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCoby. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Smith. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback, because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's locked. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Fagnano. Makes the grab, it's Rivers. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Pirates will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take...
Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got...
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They kick it away on fourth down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. He's got the tight end. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think...
There he goes! And he runs it in for the score! Touchdown, Pirates! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Trying to beat him to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
With the catch, it's McCoby. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Makes
I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's got him this time. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Fagnano. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, getting your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Using his feet to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Touchdown, East Carolina! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Quickly complete. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stumped the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. it.